Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. I'm going to depart from my standard blind playthrough on this game as I feel that my half-baked mutterings as I attempted to concentrate while stumbling through the puzzles in this game completely failed to do the game in question justice, and I didn't think it fair to you, the viewer. But I thought that a short-form overview of my experience at least with the game would be more beneficial to you and the game developer. So Cartesian is a puzzle platformer released on Steam by BetaShark LLC and was a fairly interesting idea in its own right. I thought, why not? In spite of the fact that I used to not really enjoy puzzle platformers, as games like Inside and others in that line of games offered absolutely no challenge whatsoever, I've actually started to grow to be a little fond of them as simple little pleasures that I can while away 5 minutes to an hour on and then move on. And it was with that in mind that I decided to give Cartesian a try. And what I found was, to be blunt, impressive. It has no real options menu to speak of and is very low resolution. In fact, it prompts for the player to hit F10 on their keyboard just to go into full screen mode. Indeed, the only options the game possesses are to mute different aspects of the audio and to turn the timer on or off. And I know that some of you may be expecting me to burn this game in effigy over those omissions, and normally I would, except this game is being offered by the developer free of charge. Now, that in and of itself made me raise my eyebrows. From its storefront page alone, it looked to be interesting enough, but free? Well, there's got to be something wrong with it, right? Well, I checked it out for a bit before I started recording, and just to get a few levels in so I could garner a better grasp of the game's mechanics so I wouldn't have to waste your time with my fumbling around more than usual, because I know I start speaking less when I'm playing a video game when I have to concentrate. But what I found was a game that, at first, looked far too simple to be interesting, only to find it grow to an unexpected level of complexity that took me by surprise. The puzzles and challenges are varied and diverse. Some involving timing mechanics, some with invisible pathways you have to discover where to step and where not to, and a plethora of refraction puzzles of varying degrees of difficulty. This seemed to me to be the indie game that just kept on giving, and then I found out the game contained over 70 levels of content. For a free game. Now, Cartesian impressed me far more than I thought a free game on Steam had the capability of doing. It is an extremely good puzzle platformer that does what it intends to do quite well without any noticeable bugs and with no crashes to be seen. This type of game I would have no objection paying $1 or $2 for, and I would be left with an extremely good experience from it. Plus, it's free. Did I mention that? It's free. I'm pretty sure I said the game is free. So go check it out. These developers do deserve some support, and I think they've earned it in this case. Now, I don't say that about very many, but they've earned, at least from me, a fair bit of goodwill, and I look forward to a future game from these developers that I'm actually able to compensate them for. I think they've most definitely deserved it at this point. And I do apologize for the shorter video again. If you enjoyed what little there was, however, do give it a like and share. If you're new to the channel, then please do hit that subscribe button. It does help more than you may realize. Also, if you feel like supporting the channel even more, feel free to go throw $1 at my Patreon. The link is in the description down below. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am SidAlpha, and I will see you next time.